do you want your story to be about tonight?
I want it to be about a captain that loves diapers.
Captain that loves diapers. Okay.
And even saves people by using his diapers.
Okay.
That sounds like Captain Underpants.
This was a story of a band of fierce pirates known as the most evil pirates in the West. These pirates would roam the high seas looking for victims to pillage and plunder. Everybody feared them. And the captain they feared the most. He was rumored to have eaten another man's heart with its teeth that were made out of oyster shells and wood. So his reputation was of a fierce macho man. Well, turns out one night a storm caught the ship. The captain was out on deck giving orders. Hoist the sails, lower the something. I don't know much about ships, obviously. But he was spitting orders everywhere. You, over there, grab that thing, bring it over here, quickly. The boat may sink if you don't do exactly what I say right now. And suddenly, poof, a huge wave, bigger than they'd ever seen, hit the boat. And the captain was thrown overboard. At first, nobody noticed because there was so much noise. But when they stopped hearing the captain shouting orders, they started looking for the captain. And they couldn't find him. The captain was in the water, sloshing and turning with waves crashing everywhere. He knew he was about to drown. He had only minutes to live before he died. And so he said, "Oh no, if only I had something that floats that I could hold on to." When suddenly he saw something floating in the water, and he grabbed it real quick. It was a diaper. He didn't know it at the time, but the diaper saved his life. He clinged onto the floating diaper as someone that clings onto dear life. And he did this for hours and hours while the storm subsided. In the next morning, tired and battered but still alive, clinging to the diaper, he finally saw shore and started swimming towards the shore. However, because he was so tired, he never let go of his one new friend, the diaper. And so, when he finally reached shore, he grabbed his new friend that saved his life and put it in a pocket where nobody would see it. And so he waited and waited and waited. Word got around that the captain of the meanest and the baddest captain of the pirates had survived the storm. And so the ship went looking for him in that island. And they found him. "Oh no, Captain, you're alive. How did you manage to survive?" "Well," said the captain, thinking about his true ordeal with the diaper, "I am the mighty powerful captain, the evil pirate of the seas. I don't have to explain myself to you, but if I had, I would just tell you that I'm so powerful that I defeated the storm by swimming with my own arms and nothing else. Certainly there was no help from anything or anybody." And meanwhile, his diaper was inside of his pocket, hidden where nobody would see him. At nights, he would take it out and remember the ordeal and sleep right next to the diaper, which became a little bit like a teddy bear for him. And so he started developing this bond with the diaper. But he couldn't let anybody notice that, because then his fame for being the most evil and the most ruthless pirate in the seas would be crushed. I mean, who would respect a diaper loving captain, right? And so the years passed until one day he was on one of his few shore leaves, strolling around in a new place called London, a huge city where few would recognize him, even if they uh, dare to approach him. And he saw the most strange sight. He saw a baby wearing a diaper. And he wondered if the baby would float. And so, quickly enough, he grabbed the baby from his stroller, ran to the nearest fountain, and put the baby in the water. Of course, the baby floated very little and started sinking. And the mother took the stroller and hit the captain in the head. "What are you doing with my baby? Get away from here! Get away! Baby stealing! Boo, boo, boo!" And everybody was like, this guy was stealing a baby, and so that everybody apprehended the captain. And they took him to the police, where he got locked up in jail. And so, a few hours later, a policeman came to interrogate him. "Why did you want to kidnap the baby?" said the policeman. "I didn't. I was just testing the floatability of the most wonderful invention in Earth." "What are you talking about? Babies don't float." "No, not the baby. I didn't care about the baby." "It was." "No, I can't say," said the captain. "You tell me right now, or you're going to prison for a long time. You baby snatching thief," said the police. "It's just that I can't say it. I was just impressed because I saw a diaper. It was the most amazing thing in the world. The diaper. Oh, the diaper." The police, of course, thought he was completely crazy, and so they had the captain declared insane and incapable of standing trial, and put him in a mental institution. And from that day on, because in a mental institution there's a lot of people that wear diapers, the captain went nuts, crazy. He was chasing around mental patients, trying to rip off their diapers and keep them for himself. He was successful with quite a them, and he kept an assortment of different sized diapers in his room. The poor captain had gone completely mad. His crew had lost sight of him, and that's how this captain ended his days, happily ever after, living among his most precious possession, not gold, not silver, but diapers. The end. Yes?
That's too short.
I know, it's too late. But it was funny, right?
Yes, it was sweet.
And it was exactly what you ordered.
Yes.
Okay. Good night, I love you.